What the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
It's from the ball. It's from the ball. It's from the ball.
Caden Winters. To the Bureau, he's the icebox. Cold, controlled, a Fed who don't flinch. To Brooklyn, he's the law with a grudge, a man hunting shadows with the patience of a sniper. Winters grew up in upstate New York, a world away from the noise of Brooklyn's streets. He believed in order, in rules, in clean lines where chaos didn't bleed through. But life has a way of cracking clean glass. 2015, his partner was blown to pieces in a car bomb meant for him. Winters was close enough to feel the heat, to smell the steel. From that night on, organized crime wasn't just his job, it was personal. He rose fast through the Bureau, taking the toughest cases, never losing a beat. Cold three-piece suits, eyes that could cut through lies, a rep for being the kind of agent who'd burn his own team if it meant getting justice. They called him the Icebox, and he earned it. But behind the steel was a man with cracks, nights too long, silence too heavy, pills to keep him sharp, more pills to take the edge off, Adderall, benzos. He kept it quiet, off the books, a habit fed by a shady Jersey doctor whose name ain't never on record. And then there's Emily, Frankie Palermo's youngest, the one Winters met at a charity dinner, quiet smile, steady eyes. She didn't tell him about the blood she came from, and maybe he didn't ask. He married her, built a life he thought was clean. But when he was assigned to organized crime, the case file he opened had her family's name stamped across the top in red ink. D'Angelo, Palermo, blood, betrayal, everything he hated. Flashback. Winters in his office late at night, a photo of his dead partner tucked in the desk drawer. He pours himself another coffee, pops another pill, stares at the file on Nick Palermo. On the next page is Emily's face. He shuts it fast, jaw tight. Flash forward, dinner table, Emily serving pasta. Winters talking about Goku D'Angelo, about Nick, about squeezing the net tighter. Emily's hands shake as she pours the wine. He don't notice, or maybe he does and he just don't say nothing. Winters' motivation ain't money, ain't power, it's vengeance, it's justice. It's keeping control in a world that burned his clean edges to ash. But the deeper he digs into Brooklyn, the more the cracks widen. Pills, secrets, a wife who might not be loyal to his side of the line. Special Agent Caden Winters is coming for the bloodlines. But the question is, will he bury them, or will Brooklyn bury him? Brooklyn Bloodlines, Season 2, coming soon. The Adventures of Theendu and Vito. The Pitbull, Pumpkins, Poltergeists, and Pizza Boxes. The beginning. It was Halloween night in the neighborhood, the kind where the air smelled like wet leaves and cheap cologne, and every stoop had a jack-o'-lantern glowing like it was auditioning for The Exorcist. Theendu, this funny guy with a big heart and bigger ideas, decided it was the perfect night for an adventure. And when Theendu had an idea, forget about it. You either rolled with him or got rolled over. By his side was Vito, his loyal Pitbull. Not just any Pitbull, this mutt had more personality than half the wise guys I ever met. He's strutting in a little pinstripe mobster suit, chew cigar hanging out of his mouth, looking like he just came from a sit-down in Bensonhurst. Theendu whispers to him, "We're meeting the fellas, Vito. You behave, eh? No biting unless it's necessary." Vito snorted, tail wagging, like he understood the assignment. They meet up outside the old Mulberry Street candy factory. Boarded up windows, graffiti that says Frankie still owes, and a vibe that screamed definitely haunted. C-No Evil shows up first, all dressed in black. He looked like a priest who got lost on the way to confession. He says, "This place is cursed, I'm tellin' ya. My nonna used to say the marshmallow fire of 82 trapped souls in the walls." Osada strolls in next, grinning, holding glow sticks like he's running security at a rave. "Relax, see, ghosts love me. I'm glowin', they glowin'. Family reunion, baby." Theendu just shakes his head. "This is what I'm working with, huh? A wannabe Batman and a human disco ball." The haunting begins. Inside, the air was thick, musty, like somebody stored gym socks in garlic sauce for 30 years. They poke around, flashlights sweeping over busted candy machines, piles of wrappers, cobwebs thicker than a Zamboni driver's accent. Then it happens. A pizza box slides across the floor, real slow. No breeze, no draft, just moving like it's got legs. C-No Evil screams like he just saw his credit score. "It's the spirits! I knew it! They want us out!" Osada drops his glow sticks, fumbles around, yelling, "Bro, don't let 'em take me, I'm too pretty." But Vito, that dog launches across the room, teeth bared, growling like a freight train. He pounces, rips the box open, and out scurries a fat rat wearing a tiny pumpkin helmet. Theendu doubles over laughing, tears in his eyes. "Look at this. Even the rats are celebrating Halloween. He's a made mouse now." Just as they're catching their breath, wham! Every pumpkin in the factory lights up at once. Dozens of them, all carved with faces, angry faces, mob faces. One even looked suspiciously like Tony Pizza, sneering at him with that crooked smile. And then the chant starts, low at first, then louder. "Pay the pumpkin tax! Pay the pumpkin tax! Nobody leaves till you pay tribute." C-No Evil panics first. He chucks a garlic knot from his pocket at the Pumpkin King. "Take this, holy bread." "Osada?" He starts doing shadow puppets on the wall like it's gonna distract the undead gourds. "Look, it's a bunny. Ghosts love bunnies, right?" Theendu ain't having it. He rips the chew cigar from Vito's mouth, lights it with her lighter, and waves it around like a torch. "All right, you squash-faced freaks, back to the patch." Vito, fueled by Theendu's fire, charges straight into the Pumpkin King, barking, snarling, knocking over jack-o'-lantern soldiers left and right, seeds flying, guts splattering. It's a massacre. The big gourd topples, smashes to pieces. The chant dies, pumpkins scatter. Silence. Theendu squints, notices wires and speakers inside the busted Pumpkin King. Turns out it wasn't spirits at all, just the neighborhood kids pulling a prank with some cheap tech. C-No Evil's still pale. Nah, I swear one of those pumpkins bit me. Don't tell me it wasn't real." Osada nods like a sage. "They whispered my name, bro. I'm chosen." Theendu rolls his eyes, scoops up the leftover pizzas stacked in the corner, and tosses one box to Vito. "Here, champ. You earned it." The four of them walk out into the Halloween night, laughing, munching on greasy slices, Vito strutting proudly with a pizza box in his mouth like a trophy. "Tired of your Gomar ratting you out to the feds? Sick of your capo sweating you over that missing envelope? Or maybe you just need to sleep through a sit-down like it's a spa day in Sicily." Introducing Gonezo, the only sleeping pill approved by 3 out of 5 mob doctors and 1 very tired consigliere. One pill and bam, like you got hit with a blackjack behind Rocco's. But you wake up fresh, no bruises, no wiretaps, and no regrets. Real customer testimony. I took Gonezo before my arraignment. Woke up in Tijuana with a new name and a suitcase full of counterfeit 20s, 5 stars. Gino the Fork Abatacola. Now with our patented forget-about-it formula, Gonezo erases. Shame. Guilt. And 3 to 5 hours of your last regrettable night at the Velvet Lounge. Warning, side effects may include sudden urges to flee the country, thinking you're bulletproof, marrying your Gumar's cousin during a blackout in Atlantic City. Ask your bookie if Gonezo is right for you, or don't. He's probably already on it. Gonezo, sleep like you ain't got priors. Brooklyn Bloodlines Season 2 coming soon. The moral of this story. And so the lesson, Paisan. Sometimes the scariest thing on Halloween ain't ghosts or monsters. It's bad pizza, cheap tricks, and the fact that your friends are all lunatics. Stick with your crew, though, even when the pumpkins turn on ya, and you'll laugh your way through the darkest nights. That's the story, folks. Subscribe to Bambi and the Pizzaverse, 'cause who else is gonna give you haunted pit bulls, pumpkin mobs, and garlic knots as holy weapons?